Jackie wrote, did they just not give a fuck?
Yeah.
And that's one thought process to go down. The other is not messing up the kids' mentals, but what are we doing? Iron sharpens iron in a time like this. And if you're going to have this kid go kick in Baltimore in a more what I expect to be, unless the game's totally out of hand, more intense situation on the road, I mean, why? Just why?
Well, it's
what's the harm of getting somebody in here to at least motivate them?
You don't need to make the switch now, but
And
to
that's
not even
when I
like
say that,
entertain it though is fucking
and when I
wild.
say that, I'm not saying that Andre Szmyt needs more motivation. I'm sure he's more motivated than ever because his reputation's on the line. But at the same time, just bring in somebody.
No, I took heat for what I said yesterday when I put the blame on Andrew Berry. I took a ton of flack for that. But here's the thing, right? Since Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry took over in 2020, this is from True Media Sports Stats and Information. Since people want to throw heat at me, the Cleveland Browns are the worst kicking team in the National Football League. You want to look at Andrew Berry and his analytics and Paul DePodesta and Chief Strategy? Hey, I've got some analytics for you. In extra points, you're the worst. 32nd. There's only 32 teams since you guys have been hired. The league average is 85% on extra points. The Browns are at 78%.
Oh, that's foul.
Field goals from under 40 and in, the league average is 95%. Andrew and Kevin, they're at 88%. How about in the 40 to 49 range? Those aren't no gimmies, but for the most part around the league, you're hitting those at around a 79% clip. Here in Cleveland, you're looking at a 69% clip. That's not very nice. And then 50 and out, okay, you got to have a guy with a little bit of a boot. Those are toss-up. League average 68%. Browns is a little bit skewed at 71% because of the generational run that Dustin Hopkins went on in 2023. So this is a systemic issue. This is an issue that the Browns, since Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski took over in 2020, they don't care about this kicking position. There's no other way to frame it because the numbers don't lie. They are below the league average in extra points, kicks from 40 and in, and between 40 and 49, you're below the league average in every single category, and you're an analytically driven front office. I'm giving you the numbers for free. I won't invoice Lou Groza Boulevard in Berea, Ohio for this. This one's free of charge. Figure it out. Find me my kicker.
I had to look because I saw this stat the other day too. In one-score losses under Kevin Stefanski, missed kicks have cost the Browns 2.2 points per game, the most in the NFL. He's 8-15 in one-score games where at least 1 point was left on the table via a missed kick. This is just something that, like everyone, like Nick just went on. He told you guys this has been going on for a while. Don't know how you just don't bring anyone in. Like I said yesterday, this might just be a public humiliation ritual because I think the kid. Mentally, like, I don't know why you would put him in this scenario again with no room for bail at all. Because now if he goes out and misses again, it's just like, now everybody looks stupid.
That's the
like,
thing,
really,
too,
really stupid.
is like I don't think this is going to be the closest game of all time on Sunday, but if you're in a world where this is a close ball game and you could somehow, if you lose 2 division games, like theoretically because of kicking, like let's say they lose by 4, same exact shit happens. If you start out 0-2 in 2 division games and lose them both, again, in games you probably should have won or could have won, you almost got to fucking fire both of them right there because it's just a straight malpractice of not even bringing someone in. Like, if you don't want to make the change, I get giving the guy more than one game, a bigger sample size than 3 or 4 kicks, whatever. That's fine. I get that. But like, to not even entertain like someone being in the room with him or bringing someone on the fucking practice squad, like, how do you not do that?
You know, I was shocked to learn that Kevin Stefanski has never started 0-2 since he got hired by the Cleveland Browns. I was shocked to see that the percentage of teams, this is all kind of some research I did last night, that 0-2 teams to start the season, the odds of making the playoffs are just so drastic. I think since 2007, I don't have the exact stat, but it was about 146 or something a little more than that instances, and like 137 of those teams failed to make the postseason. And the Browns are never going to make the postseason regardless, but just to go to show, like, if this kid comes out and somehow the Browns play super well, the defense contains or neutralizes Lamar, and your offense is actually putting up a few touchdowns, and God forbid you have a 46-yard kick to go ahead and win the game and stun the Ravens, and then make them 0-2 and looking on the outside from the postseason, like, and he just totally misses it. I mean, what message are you saying?
That's like
telling
at that
you
point,
what it
dude.
is.
Like,
They don't care.
I asked that
They don't
question.
care.
I asked that question knowing the answer.
They don't care. They're wasting our time.
That's
They're
like
wasting
Joe
everyone's
Flacco
time.
will literally just Vontae Davis it. Like he won't even like go back to Cleveland. He'll go back to his house in Baltimore and be like, "Fuck you guys
You're
if you don't want."
watching
If you
them,
don't
they
care.
don't care. It's
He's
an
gotta be
experiment,
hip to the Browns,
experiment
man.
all the way around. They don't like. They're just tinkering with stuff, but they're wasting a whole year of everyone's time. Like it's a foregone conclusion that next year they're gonna hit everything and get it right.
Or be
That-
back
yeah.
in the first place.
Like
That's a good point, Rob. Like, if you're the fucking Cleveland Browns and you're looking next year, like, okay, we could compete next year. We draft a quarterback. We're gonna figure this
that
thing
means
out.
he's got to be ready immediately.
Then do everything in your power this season to set
prepare
up
for
the
that.
pieces to prepare for when you have that quarterback.
The audacity of it all is really starting to become
And
an
by
alarm.
the way, real
Yeah,
quick,
when we
I
draft.
understand it's a business is a business, and you're going to do everything that you think is right, and the Cleveland Browns
Right.
clearly have a different skewed view of that. But give your fans, the people that are the reason you're a fucking team and watching, pour money and emotions into this, and come in the morning and talk about them, just some fucking hope and it's a little bit of fun to watch the Browns, man.